Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Sunday, January 17th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I align my actions with my personal responsibility. And I have a snoring lazy cat in the background. He's taking my advice. So if you hear the snores, it's my big cat, it's Joe. He's a big cat. And this candle, some people have mentioned it. I got it because I thought it was cool that you can see the flame through the, through the jar. It's not really a jar, but whatever. But it's really noisy, so I'm sorry about the noise. A few people have been like, what is that? So it is the noisy candle. So let's dig into this astro. Like I said, I was planning on being here for you guys this weekend because this is kind of intense. We are building to this Mars Uranus conjunction, so we still feel that building energy, and I have to speak of that because that energy can feel explosive and it can definitely rise triggers to the surface. Literally right before this, there were people screaming at each other outside. So the crazy, like I said, is rising, and it's up to us to be very aware of our actions, to be aware of these triggers, and to be able to tend to ourselves in and through this. Now, it's very interesting, this square that we have today. So we have Jupiter squaring Uranus today. 6 degrees, 6 energy is about like finding that inner harmony, finding that inner calm within ourselves. Now, what I'm really feeling is, again, these triggers being so close to the surface may be throwing you off your vision. I have that new vision card, and maybe even making us feel possibilities card in reverse, like it's not going to happen, it's never going to happen, I've been trying for so long, all the things that come up within us when the universe isn't like, your wish is my command immediately. Now, it's really interesting because I was speaking to a friend prior to this, and one of the things that I said to her was, I know that even when I don't see a way, it doesn't mean that there isn't a way. And we have to remember that as these triggers are close to the surface and can throw us off of our vision, we are called to hold a vision. And this isn't just about like the vision of the world, which is important, like to hold a vision of the world, to hold that energy of peace, to realize, that there is a mass awakening that is happening despite the frustrations, despite the triggers, despite the things that can look otherwise. And so finding that peace and harmony, finding that center, knowing we're okay with God universe, and realizing there are ways beyond what we can even conceive of, beyond the possibilities that we can conceive of, that can help us through these kind of eye of the needle energies that we are moving through. So your work in this is to tend to yourself where those triggers come up. Find the peace, find the harmony, find the root of the wound if possible. Be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself. Realize that other people are also being super easily triggered right now, and keep coming back to the vision. Now, it's really interesting because, I know that there are some people who are like, yeah, law of attraction 100%. And then there's others who are like, let's be real 100%. And I really feel like our world is meant to be balance. 6 energy is about that balance. So again, the balance in this for us is tending to the wounds, tending to the triggers, not denying that energy. And yet, again, realizing that even when we don't know how the universe is going to provide a way, we don't have to know. Our work is to hold the vision. Our work is personal responsibility, to respond in ways that honor the vision, that honor the change we would like to be in the world, the change we would like to see in the world. So that is this work with this energy. Now, even with Jupiter, again, playing a part in this, and Mars playing a part of this, this energy is even bigger than usual. And this energy is going to be expanding through the next few days. So do keep that in mind. It's not an easy, oh, well, it's just the moon moving through, so that's going to be fast. It's not like that, and so this is going to be ongoing work. Be gentle with yourself in and through it. So, besides this Jupiter-Uranus square that we are feeling, cue the symbols. Maybe I need to get symbols. Like, this is what it feels like, right? Just imagine it for now. But maybe one day, I need a whole, like, timpani orchestra behind me, like drums for the ominousness and cymbals. Yes, that's what's next for me, right? Anyway, besides that, we do have the moon moving through Pisces. And the moon moving through Pisces is encouraging the vision through daydream, through being soft. Now, as the moon is moving through Pisces, it is going to connect to Neptune. As it connects to Neptune, it's also connecting to the nodes. The North Node in Gemini, reminding us to keep our eyes open, reminding us to stay vigilant to where we are being called to learn, vigilant to where we are being called to change, but also connecting into that South Node energy. There are repeat potholes that we may fall into. And if you fall in a pothole, it's not a time to like smack your hand. Again, this is a call for compassion. We fall in when we haven't learned the lesson or where it is that we can and will shift. So if you find yourself repeating any patterns through this, don't let it trigger you so much. How can you be in that energy of shift? How can you practice personal responsibility to help you shift this energy? So potent energies. So like I said, moon in Pisces lighting up that Neptune energy. Listen to your dreams. I just posted a really funny thing in my Instagram stories about dreams. It's like a cat riding a whale. It's like, you're supposed to listen to your dreams because there's meaning. What do you think the meaning of this is? So there may be some interesting dreams. Also, some of these dreams and some of this energy may be past life that's coming up that's feeling very potent right now. So be aware of that through any of these dreams arising. And again, I think that's one of the things that is like so triggering beneath the surface. So many of us have been in a place like this in the world before, where it's like, oh my gosh, this precipice of change, like, are we going to do it this time? Are we going to do it this time? And I think that some of what we're feeling is the fear is like, oh my God, we're going to just repeat the pattern again. I have faith. Again, we don't have to know the way to know that there is a way and that the universe is guiding us through, and our work is lining up with that responsibility. Or maybe it's about lazy catting. Maybe we just need to lazy cat our way through this. Moon connecting to Pluto, that plutonic energy, transformation, empowerment. How can you feel empowered through these shifts? How can you feel empowered through these energies? Sun connecting to the moon, Capricorn sun, the last few days of this. Again, there is a spiritual design at play right now that we have to remember. That's part of this. It's not just people, it's not just people going crazy. There is a spiritual design that's pushing us into this change. How do you find that alignment? How do you work into that flow deeper? Now, finally, this is slightly alarming for the next few days. 11:07 p.m. Pacific time, we have the moon shifting into Aries. So the moon will be in Aries through Wednesday, late morning, afternoon, depending on where you live. So we will have that moon in Aries leading us right up to that Mars-Uranus conjunction. Now again, sometimes it can feel more like the build-up than necessarily the peak of it. That brings the intensity. So Mars in Aries is going to be bringing our emotions, our passion, and our frustration to the surface and feeding into the sort of instability of energies that is going on. Again, practicing personal responsibility, that is going to help you move through this energy. And although we can't control everybody else, we can really listen to our higher guidance and make a difference in how this all shows up. I also feel like there are always multiple timelines at play. We have specific lessons, but there are multiple timelines. So please don't be dismayed by this. Like, show up in your highest and best. This is a calling for that right now. So, holding the vision, right? Being present in the moment. Holding the vision. Now, I have the control card, and usually I don't really love that control card, but look at this light shining down. I think in some ways this may require some control in of ourselves, especially as these triggers come up. They may induce like knee-jerk, elbow flying reactions going on. Cue my symbols. And so there may be some elements of control that we are needing in and of ourselves. And again, I also feel like when you feel these energies coming up beyond the control, how can you tend to yourself? How can you be kind to yourself? And then through this, the control card is also the King of Swords, being very aware of where your thoughts are leading you in and through this energy. So, again, the possibilities card is in reverse. Please don't let that be daunting to you. There are so many possibilities still there, but this feels more like it's like, oh, it's not going to happen, that kind of feeling. So don't let that take you over. So that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. If you have emailed me and I have not gotten back to you, don't worry, I will. I'm just coming off like the deluge of my 2021 readings, so I will be getting back to you. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have so much power. And stay curious. Namaste.